Hello and welcome to the Next to the Enterprise series of videos. This video we're looking at the Odyssey class starship from Star Trek Online, which was the Enterprise F, and we briefly seen it in Star Trek Picard. And as much as I'd love to go on a rant right now about what they did in season 3 of Picard, don't have the time. So what we're going to have in this video is the same as the other videos I've done so far. We will have a look at the shield visuals on the Odyssey class. These will be the Vanity Shields from the Tier 6 Reputations, the Phoenix Store, the Zen or C Store, and the Event Stores. And then we'll also have a look at the shields in the game that also have a visual component that you can slot in the Vanity section. So the first section we'll look at is the Vanity Shields you get from the Tier 6 Reputations. So these are your reputations such as your Discovery, New Romulus, Omega, Nukara, Gamma and so forth. So the first up we shall look at the 8472 Vanity Shield. So as you can see here, we've got some green lines around the deflector and around the body. We've got green there for the impulse engines. You can see the green here in the cells along the green lighting. Then we've got the green facade collectors and the green nacelles themselves. Now you'll notice in a moment that the skin that I'm using for the Odyssey is actually the Yorktown. And that is because that is the one that we've seen in Picard Season 3, and I do like the fins on the nacelles in this one. And as we look at the saucer here, we can see some of the ridge effects of the shield itself. And then we'll rotate on the underside. And again, we've got some of the ridge effects here on the nacelles, near where the Aquarius ship is at the back there. And then we've got some more of the green lighting effects around various parts of the saucer. Here we have the competitive Wargames Vanity Shield. So we've got a very vibrant yellow deflector array. We can see a lot of yellow there on the underside of the saucer section. A very nice dark red on the impulse engines. We've got the blue there on the nacelles with some of the yellow lighting at the rear there. And we also see some of these yellow reflective panelling underneath. And then we've got the yellow banding here at the front of the nacelles. Some more of the yellow reflective panelling and some of the yellow lighting on the side there. Now as we look at the top down, we'll see the reflective panels there, and we've got them round parts of the saucer, right at the front there, down the inner part and along the spine. And then we've got some of the yellow there on the Aquarius. Now we've also got them on the top of the nacelles there as well. And on the underside, more of the same. A lot of the yellow lighting, a lot of the yellow reflective panels as well. And you can see those bands continue underneath the nacelles. Next up is the Delta Alliance Vanity Shield. So we've got this teal colour here at the front of the saucer, very vibrant green glow to the deflector arrays. And we've got the green impulse engines, green nacelles, a lot of green lighting as well going on here. Again, more green lighting around parts of the hull, and this green teal colour running the length and up round the saucer. Now we've got the green facade and the green nacelles there. And more of that teal colour going round the inner part of the saucer. And we've got it round the impulse housing, we've got it at the shuttle bay as well, and on the pylons, and then we've got quite a nice green effect here on the Aquarius. And on the underside, again just following that green line, same with a band round the nacelles there, and just more green lighting. Then we come to the Discovery Legends. So your base hull material, in this case I'm using the Type 7A, will show underneath this, and what this shield does is it gives you an oily effect to the ship itself. So the oil pattern there as if it's sitting on water. See it there on the top as we rotate through the light, and we'll see it the same again on the bottom as we rotate through. And here we have the Dyson Joint Command Vanity Shield. This one here's got this pink pattern of lighting to it, as you can see around the neck there, connecting up to the saucer. See it again on the underside of the cells. We'll have a look at it in a minute. You can see it, the Aquarius there. Again, it's retaining that red, Bussard and blue nacelle colour of the hull material, but you can see more of the stone colouring to the hull with this pink pattern almost carved into it. And as we rotate up, we've got nice reflections there of the hull material, and you see it's a nice pattern going through the hull, and same again on the underside there. Now we come to the Gamma Vanity Shield. So this is the metallic purple Vanity Shield, so we've got a very almost lilac colour there to the deflector, quite a dark purple and more metallic purple in the other parts of the hull there. And from the rear, so we've got the purple impulse engines, we've got purple in the nacelles, purple for the Aquarius, and then we can see more of the pattern there of the darker and the more metallic colours as we look at the ship. Purple Bussard collectors, again that very nice lit up purple in the nacelles there. You can see the two different colours there, so you've got the more metallic one, the main body, and then you've got this darker one going on the underside and the deflector array. And then as we rotate through, you can see a nice metallic shine off it. It's turning the purple almost blue there with the light on it. Very nice effect. And then as we rotate through the underside, more of the same there. Next up is the Iconian Resistance Vanity Shield. So we have a pink deflector, we've got some purple white patterns with some pale greens, and we'll see more of in the hull material in a moment. Got almost this pinkish impulse engine. There we see more of the pattern there with the pink purpley lighting and the pale green, more so up here in the cells, and we've got this pink Bussard and the cell colour with the white light shining through. As we look through the top, we've got a nice shine off of it in the light there, and more of that pale green pattern with the purpley pink lighting effect surrounding it, all the way down the spine of the ship to the Aquarius. And then the same again there on the underside. Now we come to the Lukari Restoration Initiative Vanity Shield. So this is designed to make your ship look like a Lukari vessel from the Star Trek Online game. So we've got quite a bit of lighting going on around various parts of the ship from the front here, and this very vibrant deflector array. We've got a spectrum of colour effect going on the impulse engines. We've got the lighting along the back of the pylons and around the Aquarius, and then we've got quite a deep dark purple for the Bussard collectors and this vibrant pink on the nacelle itself, and then this pale greenish colour is making up the whole material there. And you can see more of the lighting effect around the deflector array here. And as we rotate up through the light, you'll see that shine getting a slightly different colour. Then we've got the light effect going down the spine there of the secondary hull. We've got some of the pink coming on the Aquarius, some of the lighting here at the shuttle base. And you can see it more so there on the underside again, more of this lighting effect, this pale green colour and more lighting around various parts of the hull and the pylons. Next up is the new Romulus Reman Vanity Shield. So this is quite an unusual shield. We've got this very vibrant green deflector effect here. We've got these light panel effects here at the front. It's a metallic greens and browns and reds effect on this ship. So there again we see more of that lighting panel effect here. Again on this nacelle, a bit of it there on the Aquarius. We're seeing the green there on the impulse engines. I'll get the Bizarres, this pale green with this vibrant green on the nacelle, and then it's a mixture of these browns and greens and reds on the hull. Now as we rotate through the light, you'll see this green metallic shine to it. Very nice effect. And then it's also a lot of this light panelling effect going around various parts of the saucer, a little bit in the aft near the Aquarius, and then as we rotate back through and look at the underside, there's that light panel in the nacelles, again at the rear here at the Aquarius, a little bit here near the front of the deflector. And here we have the Nukara Strikeforce Vanity Shields. This one's designed to make your ship look like a Tholian ship, so it's a very bright blue deflector array there. We've got some of the yellow showing here and some pattern on the hull at the front. At the back we've got the yellow impulse engines. You see the yellow in the nacelles there. The Aquarius has got some of this vibrant blue showing and this pattern to the hull material here in the rear. And then along the saucer, along the edges of the hull here, it's almost like a stone effect. A very vibrant blue there on the Bizarre collectors, and the yellow there as we mentioned in the nacelles. As we rotate through we get that yellow shine off of the hull material. And I say this effect does make it kind of look like a bit of stonework, with a lot of circuitry and components there effect. You see them again on the top, and then we've got this bit of the nacelle coming through there as well, and on the underside we've got a bit of the yellow lighting coming through and just more of the pattern to the hull material. Next up is the Omega Force Vanity Shield. So we've got this honeycomb pattern here on the deflector. We've got some of this blue cross patch effect here on the nacelles here. Bit of pattern to the hull material. This lovely blue here on the Bizarre collectors. And there's more of that patchwork of the blue there. And as we look at the top of the saucer there, you see more of this crosshatch blue markings. We've got the blue there on the phaser strips going around the saucer, got the blue in the hangar bay doors, and then this pattern of the hull material going down the spine of the ship and at the Aquarius itself, and same going on the top of the nacelles there. And on the underside, again, more of the blue crosshatch patchwork on the nacelles there, the blue band round the nacelles, more of this blue material in the phaser strips as well. And now we're on to the rainbow shield that is the Temporal Defense Initiative Vanity Shield. So we have the yellow on the deflector here, we've got a purple hull with a lot of yellow lighting and some more spectrums of colours on the edge of the saucer here. And look at the back, we've got these vibrant pink impulse engines, again this yellow light going along the hull here, around the bottom of the nacelles, and you can see here just a bit of the spectrum of colour effect on the edge of the pylon. See it a bit better here going around the rim of the saucer and down the back of the ship. We've got an orange effect on the Bussard collectors with the yellow on the nacelles. And then as we rotate up through the light, you'll see certain parts of the patching starting to change hue as we go through it. Got almost like a leather effect on the hull materials around here and here. Again, this yellow line lighting effect going on. And look here on the pylons, you can see that patches here and here that will change hue as we rotate through the light. Same again on that bar going round the edge of the saucer and the hull, and more as we rotate onto the underside. We've got more of these patches of colour. Then we come to the last of the shields from the Tier 6 of the reputation systems. This is the Terran Task Force Vanity Shield. So we've got a very vibrant yellow deflector. We've got this light blue here in the front of the saucer. At the back we've got the vibrant blue again for the impulse engines. Same for the nacelles. Got this yellow with this hint of pink at the back of the Bussard collectors. There's that vibrant blue again. We see some of the blue lighting strips coming down, some of the yellow light sources as well coming through the material. Quite a dark hull material as well in this one. As we look down again, you get more of this blue light bars coming down the sides here and here, and then you've got the yellow portions of light as well in the saucer. And as we rotate through the underside, same again, some more of the yellow lighting and the blue lighting as well. The next section we'll look at is the Vanity Shields that we can get from the summer and winter event stores. As long as you have the consumables, you can get them all year round. So this will include the baseball series shields from the summer event, and then at the moment the only winter shield, which is the first one we shall look at, and that will be the Fek'lhri. So a very angry red looking diffractor array there. This dark grey hull material as well. Then we've got the yellow there on the impulse. You see this red coming down here at the back of the saucer there. We'll have a better look at that in a moment. Got the same here on the nacelles at the back. Then we've got yellow into red for the Bussard collectors. The red there coming through on the nacelles. And as we rotate through the ship, you can see a nice shine off of it. And then on the saucer here we can see this red patching work going on around the saucer. Mixed in with this dark hull material is flakes of red as well. So as we rotate through, we get a nice shine off of it as we go through. And then on the underside, I get a bit more lighting effect. So we've got this red here at the Aquarius, the red that we've seen there on the nacelles, and a bit of the red lighting there, and some more lighting effects on the other side of the chevron. So the first of the baseball series of shields from the summer event, this is the Andorian blue bores. So we have an orange and blue Vanity Shield, and we've got the orange effect there on the deflector, see there the orange on the impulse engines, got the orange and blue there on the nacelles, the orange on the back of the pylons, and the orange and blue there on the Aquarius. We have the orange effect going on the Bussard collectors and the nacelles themselves. And got the two-tone effect there with the blue and the orange for the hull. Now as we rotate through, we get a nice orange shine off of it. Same again as we rotate through the underside. And just at the back here there's a bit of a pattern on the nacelles in the back of the ship that's designed to look like the stripes on a baseball shirt. And next up we have the Bozeman Titans, so a grey and yellow Vanity Shield. Again we have the yellow effect there for the impulse engines. We can see the yellow and the grey and the even black and yellow lines there on the nacelles. And with the yellow effect for the Bussard collectors and the nacelles themselves, and then the two-tone on the hull. And as we rotate through, we get a nice yellow shine off of it as we go through. There's that black and yellow line effect on the saucer. Same again on the underside there, you can see it on the nacelles and at the back near the Aquarius. Next up is the Caitian Claws. So this is a purple and orange effect shield. So you can see here we've got the orange deflector, and then we've got the two-tone on the hull. And we've got the orange there on the impulse engines. Same effect going on with the purple and orange and yellow there on the nacelles. The orange on the nacelles themselves, although that could be more of a yellow I suppose. And a nice shine off it as we rotate through. And the plot points for the colours and that are the same on all the Vanity Shields for the baseball series. So they'll have the similar pattern, just the different colours. And here we have the Deep Space Niners, based off of the uniform that they had in the Season 7 episode of Star Trek Deep Space Nine, Take Me Out to the Holosuite. So the mixtures of the whites, the blues, the oranges and the reds. As you can see from the front here, quite a collage of colours. And we've got the red and orange effect there on the impulse engines. We've got this white and blue effect here at the bottom of the nacelles. Then we've got the red and orange effect on the nacelles and the Bussard collectors. The white effect there on the front of the nacelles. And then we see the patching of the colours on the material itself. Next up it's the turn of the Denebian Slime Devils. So this is a purple and green Vanity Shield, very interesting colour scheme. Some folk absolutely love it and some folk absolutely hate this colour scheme in this shield. So I've got the green there on the impulse engines, we can see a mixture of the purple and greens on the Aquarius there. Same pattern effect this time with the purple and green on the back of the nacelles there. We've got the green Bussard in the nacelles, the two-tone on the colour of the hull. As we rotate it through, we get a nice metallic shine off of this one. Here we have the Ferenginar Liquidators, so it's a green and a gold colour shield. There's yellow effect here on the deflector array, yellow on the impulse engines, the green and yellow for the Aquarius, and the green and yellow effect here on the back of the nacelles. And yellow on the nacelles themselves, with the two-tone green and gold on the hull. Rotate through, we get that again, a really nice shine off this in the lighting effect. Next up is the stem bolt, so it's a pink and a off-white effect to this shield. So we've got the white on the deflector array, and you can see the various tones of the pinks and the off-whites here, just from the front view. And we've got the white there on the impulse engines, the white and pink stripe effect on the back of the nacelles. Okay, off-white, almost greyish colour to the nacelles themselves and the Bassard collectors. And then the almost three-tone on the hull material itself, from the dark pink, light pink and this off-white colour. And as we rotate through, we get a very nice pink shine off of the material itself. And then the same as we rotate through to the underside. Then we come to the Vulcan Logicians Vanity Shield. So again, this is based off of the uniform design for the Vulcan team in that Season 7 episode of Star Trek Deep Space Nine, Take Me Out to the Holosuite. So we have a mixture of greys, golds and purples. So we've got the purple on the deflector, we've got the two-tone there for the hull material, and then we've got a gold banding going round various parts of the hull and the saucer there. From the rear, we've got the purple impulse engines, and we see a mixture of the greys, golds and purples there on the Aquarius. The same effect here with the grey and purple on the rear of the nacelles. Then we've got the purple nacelles themselves and the Bassard collectors. And you see the two-tone there with the grey and the purple for the hull. As we rotate through, we get this purpley blue shine off the ship. Yeah, a bit more of the gold on the underside there. Then we come to the last of the shields from the event store for the summer and winter. We have the Workbees. This is a very dark red, gold and bronzy colour shield. So we've got yellow on the reflector, and you see the reds and the bronze there on the hull, with some of the yellow gold effect there on the saucer. Hit the right button does help. So at the back we've got the yellow for the impulse engines, again same pattern there on the back of the nacelles and around the Aquarius. Then we've got the yellow for the Bassard collector and the nacelles, and then we've got the mixture of the goldish colour, the reds and the browns there on the hull material. And then as we rotate through the light, we actually get this reddish colour on the shine to it, and then you see on the hull material as well. Very nice reflective effect. Now, the one thing I don't know if you've picked up on, that on all these baseball Vanity Shields, you've still got a blue glow from the nacelles instead of it changing colour to match the nacelle colour. Same round the deflectors and same round the other parts of the how it generate light source. So it's just something that's not being captured when the shields were done. I have flagged a lot of this to Deck on the forums as well, but realistically probably not going to change. So in the next section we are looking at shields available in the Phoenix store during special events in the year, and also from the Zen or C store. At the moment there's currently only one Vanity Shield in the Zen store, and that's the first one that we're going to have a look at, and that is the Alliance Vanity Shield. This is from the Khitomer Alliance bundle, where you also get the Khitomer Alliance uniform and a Ultimate Tech Upgrade token. This is designed to make your ships look like part of the Khitomer Alliance, so ones such as the Jirok, the Khitomer itself, the 2024 event ship at the beginning of the year, the Rex. So we've got a nice vibrant blue here, quite a dark grey, and a bit off white there on the hull material. The impulse engines are orange in this case. We see some of the red piping going around the ship there from the back. Now we've got this nice red, almost surface of a star effect going on in the Bizarre Collectors, this very vibrant blue there, again two-tone with the hull material. As we look down, we've got that nice dark grey, and then we've got this almost goldy or beige colour as well on the saucer, and we've got the dark grey again on the nacelles, and just similar pattern with the dark greys, this nice blue effect here, and the goldy beigey colour at the back there near the Aquarius. Next up is one of the very popular shields in the game. This is the M.A.C.O Vanity Shield from the Phoenix store. So dark smooth hull material, very vibrant blue or cyan effect here to the deflector. This nice deep red effect there to the impulse engines. Cyan there on the Bizarre Collectors and the nacelles. The material looks nice and smooth, and then as we rotate through the light we get a nice bit of reflection off that material, see more of the red piping on the hull, and then if I can angle it nice enough, there is a bit of a pattern effect to the hull itself, so designed to make it look like a M.A.C.O vessel. And ironically enough, when I got the M.A.C.O Sentry ship I immediately put a different Vanity Shield on it. So yeah. Next up is the Borg Vanity Shield, again from the Phoenix store. So this is designed to give the ship the look of a liberated Borg, not an assimilated Borg ship. Something a lot of people were caught out by when this first came out. But thanks to various posts on social media and forums and pictures on the internet, you do get a good view of this, and that is also part of the reason why I do these videos, is so that you can see the shields on the vessels if you're thinking about getting them out of the Phoenix store or the Z store or from the event stores or what have you. So got a bit of the Borg lighting effect here at the front. This is to give it more of a conduit look there. I've got a nice blue effect there on the deflector array, and we've got the blue in the impulse engines, more of that lighting that's designed to be conduit lighting effects there. Same again here on the rear of the nacelles. Now at the mixture of a blue and a grey on the Bizarre Collector, same on the nacelles. The material itself gives it a hull patch look to it. And as we rotate through here, you can see some of the blue and orange lighting effects here on various parts, supposed to be exposed conduits. Same here at the back near the Aquarius. And as we look at the underside, you get a bit more there at the back of the ship, and some general little bits of lighting effects on the underside of the saucer. And here is the Discovery Vanity Shield. So this is the one from the Phoenix store, not from the Reputations. So this is designed to give the look of a ship from Season 1 of Star Trek Discovery. So I've got quite a white looking deflector array, very light grey on the hull material. I've got a bit of a honeycomb orangey red to the impulse engines. And I've got this blue circular effect here on the Bizarre Collectors and blue for the nacelles. And just the light grey with a bit darker grey effect there on the saucer, and you see that honeycomb effect there on the impulse engines. Next up is the Emperor's Vanity Shield. This one's got quite a smooth hull material similar to that of the B.A.O and the Section 31 materials. We've got this orange deflector array here. And we've got this cyan blue for the impulse engines. There's a bit of yellow lighting on the underside of the nacelles. It's a yellow Bussard and yellow nacelle. A bit blue lighting here on some phaser strips. As we rotate through, we get a nice shine off the material itself. A slightly darkish purpley blue effect here on parts of the saucer, and then we've got the blue purple going through the phaser strips as well. And same again on the underside. And then we've got some of the yellow lighting effects here as well. Now we come to the Kelvin Divergence Vanity Shield, and I will forewarn you now, there is a tad bit of a rant in this one. So this does make your ship have the appearance of those in the reboot films from 2009 onwards. There's a very vibrant blue effect here on the deflector array, the light grey for the hull material, and this orangey red for the impulse engines. And now comes the rant. This effect here on the Bussard collectors, it looks absolutely awful. As seen on the USS Kelvin at the start of the 2009 film, you'll see that on the lower section of the ship briefly. It just does not look good on this shield. A nice blue there for the nacelle, but it's just this Bussard collector that's just puts me off the shield for Federation. The KDF version of this shield, which is also called the Kelvin Divergence Shield, is a lot better, but you can only apply it on KDF tunes rather than Federation. I do wish they would actually split these out, because it would be good. You can have the choice of applying both, regardless of your faction. Okay, rant over. And there we go, as we rotate through again, it looks quite a clean hull material. I say it looks a really nice shield, just if it wasn't for those Bussard collectors. Now we come to the last of the shields I have from the Phoenix store. This is the Section 31 Vanity Shield. So, as I said on the Emperor's one, it's same smooth hull material. This nice effect here on the deflector array, this blue. It's supposed to give it quite a stealthy look, but I'll see about that in a moment. Then we've got this red honeycomb, quite a bright red there on the impulse engines. With this very vibrant blue here on the nacelles, which kind of defeats the purpose of having a stealth material. But you'll notice here that the Bussard collectors are actually blacked out on this shield. So some people like this, some people don't, some people are indifferent to it. Me personally, it doesn't bother me, and I do like the shield itself. It's a very popular shield as well in the game. And as we get the top down, there's a little bit of reflection off it, and we've got a little bit of this bright blue lighting here at the back of the saucer. See that impulse engine there, looks quite nice. A wee bit of the blue there on the Aquarius, a little bit of blue there above the shuttle bay doors, and then on the underside again some more of the blue lighting, specifically around the phaser strips as well, and a bit of a pattern effect there at the rear towards the Aquarius, and same on the back of the nacelles itself. Now we come to the final section, looking at other shields in the game that have visual. that you can apply through the Vanity system, as well as just equipping them to your ship. So these shields are from the reputation system, from the R&D system, and also mission rewards. So first up, we are looking at the Lukari Restoration Initiative Regenerative Shield. This is from the Lukari reputation. So again, it's to give your ship that Lukari look. So this one's a very bright shield. We can see here the bright blue deflector, the white lighting effects, various parts of the hull. Then we've got an almost white impulse engine with a hint of blue, the white lines going around the pylons, around the Aquarius. Very vibrant cyan colour there to the Bussard and the nacelles. And we've got quite an interesting colour scheme here on the hull. It's almost a purpley blue colour, very pale. As we rotate through the light, we're getting a bit of a blue shine off of that material. Yeah, you can see more of that lighting going on the lines of the ship, down the spine of the engineering section. We've got the cyan there at the front and at various points on the saucer. And a bit more so there as we look at the underside. And here we have the adapted M.A.C.O covariant shield from the Omega reputation. So we've got a honeycomb pattern with this pulsating effect here on the deflector array. It retains the base material, this time type 7A, but we do have a honeycomb effect that we'll see more as we look at the ship. On a KDF character, you get the Klingon Honor Guard variant of this shield, which is different colours, but we'll look at that when we look at some KDF ships. And then we've got this nice red there on the impulse engines. See a bit of that honeycomb pattern there on the rear of the nacelles and down the back of the neck of the saucer there. This nice gold colour effect here to the Bussard collectors, the nice blue on the nacelles, a bit of an interesting pattern to the hull material. And as we rotate through, you can see that blue shine coming across the hull, and then you can see that honeycomb pattern there around the saucer, particularly around the darker grey and black areas there, and same again on the nacelles. And again round the front for the deflector there as we rotate through the light source. You have the Aegis covariant shield. This is craftable through the R&D. We can also craft impulse engines and deflector arrays for this one as well. And this nice gold effect here on the deflector array. You can see this white lighting effect as well at the front. Again on KDF characters, this is an orange one, which we will see when we look at some KDF ships. And nice red there in the impulse engines. Some more of the lighting effect going around the Aquarius and the pylons there. See more of it there on the front of the nacelles. This nice honeycomb pattern here for the Bussard collectors, and then this blue into white on the nacelle itself, and there's that light going around the rim there of the hull and the saucer, and on the phaser strips as well. Rotate through, nice little shine there off it, and then you can see more of that lighting effect on the phaser strips on the top of the saucer, and then you can see it marking the outline of the darker shading of the hull going down the engineering section, and then the little Aquarius at the back there, and also on the shuttle bay doors. And same again there on the underside, more of the lighting effects, especially in the phaser strips there. Next up we have the Assimilated Regenerative Shield from the Omega reputation. So this one is designed to make your ship look like it's been assimilated. So we've got the green there on the deflector, You can see some of the markings on the hull here underneath the saucer. I've got a yellow green effect here on the impulse engines, more of this assimilated look at the back here near the Aquarius, and with the yellowy green on the Bizarre collectors, the green into the white there for the nacelles, and more of this assimilated look on the rest of the hull. It is quite an old shield, it would be good to get a revamp, but we'll just need to wait and see what Deca will do. They might release new ones hopefully, or update these ones. Only time will tell. I'm sure they've got more priorities to deal with in game just now, but hopefully something they'll get to. And you see more of that conduit effect there on the hull as we rotate through. Now you can also equip the impulse engines and deflector array in the vanity section, or the visual section of the ship, and also the simulated module. And if you look at the Constitution refit video that I've done, you'll get to see that full effect of what your ship looks like fully assimilated. So next up we have the Bajor Defense Covariant Shield. So this is a mission reward shield. So again, it's a very blanked out deflector array with some of this cyan blue here. That's designed to make your ship look like a Bajoran ship. So we've got the yellow there on the impulse engines, with some pastel reds there, just coming down the back of the saucer to the neck. Same here on the underside of the nacelles. The yellow there for the Bizarre collectors, this nice cyan blue there for the nacelles themselves. As we rotate through there, you can see that pastel reds there going around parts of the saucer, and then this effect here on the saucer itself and the hull. And same here with this patchwork effect here on the nacelles. And same again as we look at the underside. Here we have the Counter Command Covariant Shield from the 8472 reputation. So very bluey green colour here, and then we've got the green going around the deflector and some lighting effects on the hull itself. I've got the green there on the impulse engines. We've got this ridge effect here at the back of the nacelles as well, with some of this green piping going on the edge of the pylons and around the Aquarius. Again, we get some of the ridge detail there in the Aquarius as well. We've got the green there on the Bizarre collector and the nacelles, and we've got this two-tone of this dark bluey green colour and the greyish hull material, and that with some lighting effects as well. As we rotate through onto the saucer, get a nice shine off of it, and more of these ridge details around the saucer, and a bit of the green lighting effect as well. And then it's the same again on the underside, a bit of a metallic reflection off it. And here we have the Delta Alliance Unimatrix shield from the Delta Alliance reputation. So we've got some golds, greys, and then this green deflector array. Again, it's a bit of an old shield. We've got green there on the impulse engines, and some green lighting effects on the back here, with a bit of a gold trim on the pylons. With this green into the grey there on the Bizarre collector, same again in the cells. And then we've got this gold piping saucer down the side of the ship. And you can tell it's a bit of an older shield just because of this effect here on the cells itself. And you see more of that gold piping on the saucer, and with some more of that green lighting effect in certain sections, and same again there on the underside. And we come on to the Dyson Regenerative Shield from the Dyson Reputations. This is a bit lighter than what the Vanity Shield is, and it's still got this pink lighting pattern on the hull. Retaining those red impulse engines, you can see a bit of the pinky purple there on the Aquarius. And make it that pinky purple pattern as if it's been carved into the hull. I say the hull material in this case is a bit lighter than what it was on the Vanity Shield from the same reputation. As we rotate through, we'll get the saucer a bit darker, and you can make out that pattern there. And I'll see it again, a bit more so on the underside as we rotate through it. And here we have the Iconian Resilient Shield from the Iconian reputation. Look at this vibrant yellow deflector. You can see some of this red pattern here on the hull, and a bit of a dark grey. We've got a bit of a yellow impulse engine effect going on there. More of this pattern here on the cells we'll see again in a second. This kind of goldy yellow effect here in the Bussard and in the cells itself. Then we've got a dark grey with this reddish orange pattern work going on, whereas the Vanity Shield was a pale green with the pinkish colour for the pattern. Rotate through, get a nice bit of reflection, and then you see that pattern again repeating on the saucer and then down the hull as well. It's the same again on the underside, a bit of a metallic reflective pattern to it there. Then we have the Nukara Crystalline Resilient Shield from the Nukara reputation. So, like the Vanity Shield, it is designed to make your ship look Tholian. It's a very similar pattern to the Vanity Shield, with this very bright deflector array. We've got the yellow going along there on the underside of the saucer. Got the yellow impulse engines, this pattern effect here on the centre of the ship, and same again on the nacelles and even underneath the nacelle covers at the back. The cyan blue at the front with the yellow for the nacelles, and then this stone effect on the hull material as well. Nice, quite a nice shine off of this one as we rotate through. And there's more of that stone effect on the hull material, and then the conduit effect as well on the nacelles and down the centre of the engineering hull. That's mirrored again on the bottom there, and you can see some of this yellow lighting going on the saucer as well there. Here we have the Omega Force Shield from the Omega reputation. Same honeycomb pattern there to the deflector, this gold colour in the centre there. We'll get the back, as opposed to the blue that was on the Vanity Shield, this one's a gold check pattern. See it again there on the shuttle bay doors and down the back of the neck of the saucer and round about the Aquarius here. Nice gold effect there again on the Bussard collectors, blue in the nacelle, and then with the pattern to the hull material. As we look at the top down, there's that gold check pattern, the gold going on the phaser strips and the shuttle bay doors, and this pattern here on the nacelle and the hull. So very similar to the Vanity Shield, except the Vanity Shield was the blue check effect, this is the gold one. Same again on the underside, nice gold pattern here, same on the nacelles and on the phaser strips. And here we have the prevailing innervated resilient shield. This is from the competitive Wargames reputation. So, like the Vanity Shield, we have a very vibrant deflector array. In this case it's blue. Rather than having yellow around the phaser strips and the reflective panels, it's blue in this one. It retains the red impulse engines there. And there's those blue reflective panels here at the bottom of the hull. Some of the blue effect here in the Aquarius underneath the nacelles. More here, the blue lighting effects going through the hull. See on the Vanity Shield these were yellow, and there's those reflective panellings in the blue on the shuttle bay doors, and blue in the phaser strip with some more blue lighting around the hull itself, and we're the same on the underside as well. Here we have the Romulan Advanced Prototype from the new Romulus Reputation. So a lot of green lighting, you can see here, and some green shading as well. It retains the red impulse engines, more or less green lighting as they're piping along the back of the pylons around the nacelles themselves on the Aquarius. And here we see this green shading in different sections of the hull and on the nacelles and the pylons, and then we've got the green light piping down the edge of the saucer and edge of the engineering hull. Look top down, so we've got the green shading there on the nacelles and down the secondary hull here and at various points on the saucer. And same again on the underside, with some more of that green lighting highlighting the sections of the green shading. Back to the rainbow effect shield of the Temporal Defense Initiative Regenerative Shield. So this vibrant deflector array, we can see the spectrum of colours here throughout various parts of the ship from the front. A cyan blue here on the impulse engines. More of this multicolour spectrum strips going along the pylons and at the back of the nacelles. This cyan blue for the Bassard collectors. Then we've got all the spectrum of colours of blues and purples on the nacelles themselves, and there's that strip going right along the hull and the saucer edge. And then we've got a bit more of this spectrum of colour here, and some more of the lighting effects here on the nacelles. Then as we rotate through, you'll see those strips and patches changing hue as we go through the light. Got that leather effect again on the saucer, and a lot of spectrum of colour there on the shuttle bay, and some more of that cyan blue lighting as well. And same again as we rotate through to the underside. Here we have the Terran Task Force Covariant Shield from the Terran Task Force Reputation. So slight departure from the Vanity Shield. This one's a lot darker. We have this purple effect here on the deflector, this yellow lighting here on the underside of the saucer. But the yellow for the impulse engines, some more of this purpley blue lighting effect at the Aquarius. And we've got a white into purple for the Bassard collectors, the yellow going along the nacelles, more of this bluey purple lighting effect at the edge of the saucer. Very dark hull material with some lighter patches into it. Got a nice reflection off it as we rotate through. See some more of that hull pattern effect, with some of this purpley blue lighting as well on various parts of the saucer and round the back here near the Aquarius. And as we look at the underside, again more of that same lighting effect and some more of this yellowy orange lighting effect as well through various parts of the saucer and underneath the hull and the nacelles. And here we have Tilly's Review Pending Modifying Shield from the Discovery Reputation. So this is a back to this oily effect, so you retain your hull material on the underside and it just makes it look like oil and water for the material on the hull. Here come the dielectric oscillation resilient shields. This is a mission reward from one of the original Breen missions. It's a very old shield, this one. It is not aged well at all, unfortunately. We've got this green glow to the impulse engines, this dark grey and black to the hull material. With the green there and the Bassard collector and the cells as well. So it's designed to try and give your ship a green look to it. But if I'm honest, if you want your ship to look like a green ship, get a green ship. Until we either get an update to this shield or we get a new one, whichever way Deca goes in the future. Next we come to the Jem'Hadar Resilient Shield. So for non-Jem'Hadar characters, this is a mission reward from one of the original Jem'Hadar missions that you get through your mission log. It's not part of any of the main story arcs anymore. If you are a Jem'Hadar character, you get it straight off the bat with your first ship. So it's got the purple there on the impulse engines. We've got some nice purple shading mixed in with the grey throughout the hull material there. Got the purple on the Bassard collectors and on the nacelles themselves. And you see a mixture of the purple and the grey there on the material, and a little bit of a purple shine to it as we rotate through the light. As I say, for an old shield, it is a very nice shield and it does suit quite a lot of ships. And then we come to our last shield in the video, which is the Reman prototype Covariant shield. Again, this is a mission reward. It is part of one of the main story arcs, and it is generally the first shield with a visual that you get in the game. So again, it's very vibrant deflector array. It's a very metallic looking shield with the greens and browns and these light panels that we see here on the cells underneath the back of the Aquarius. You can see it coming down the neck of the saucer. We've got the greens on the nacelle itself. I've got a mixture of the browns, the deep reds and the greens there on the hull material. As we rotate through, get a nice metallic shine off of it. And there's those light panels there on the saucer, at the back of the Aquarius. And some more there on the underside as well. And that concludes this video. So thank you very much for watching. Remember to like and subscribe, as we do have a lot more ships to go through. You'll noticed even in the short number of videos that we've done already that the same shields have very different effects on different ships. It's one of the main reasons I'm doing these videos. And as of the time of recording today, I have managed to get myself a Constitution 3 class starship in Star Trek Online, so the Enterprise G from Star Trek Picard. So that will be the next video. I was slightly concerned I wouldn't have one by the time I finished doing this one for the Enterprise F. Again, leave any comments in the comment section below, any ships you'd like to see done. If I have them and I have the shields, I will quite happily do a video. There's links to the STO wiki, good resource for anything Star Trek Online related. There's a link there to Casual Sab's YouTube channel. He does a lot of build videos, live streams, Q&A sessions, and very good reviews as well. His review videos have saved me a lot of money in the game, saved me from making a lot of mistakes as well, so he's well worth out subscribing to him as well. And then on his channel you'll find links to his Discord and the Bill's Discord as well. I'm a member on both, so if you want to reach out to me or DM me, by all means do so there. And there's also the affiliate link to Real Merch, where using M.A.C.O 1701 will get you 10% off your Star Trek model order. And there's also my social medias feeds there as well. So until next time, thank you again for watching.